Hello, welcome back. This is Kench1913, and we are Let's Playing Legacy of Kain, Defiance. In the last episode, Raziel defeated Terrell. He finally found him and defeated him, and he saw Mortanius as well, who now went to meet Kain from Blood Omen 1 at the Pillars. And now we are Kain in Avernus Cathedral, trying to find Raziel before he finds the Heart of Darkness, which ironically is in him.
Kain, why is this no surprise?
Because our destinies run together, Raziel, like two rivers that have met and can never be distinct again. At your every fatal turn, you'll find me.
And the free will you said was mine. What has become of that?
You still have it. And that has everything to do with my presence here now.
It was your machinations that set my destiny in motion. The coin you tossed has struck the earth. Now you must abide by its outcome.
The coin is still turning, Raziel. To reach the resolution we both can live with, that will best serve our futures, Janos Audron must not be raised.
Because you do not wish it. Is my free will to be exercised only when it accords with your whim?
There is much more at stake in this than you know.
Yes, and it is Janos who has the answers I desire.
You must trust me, Raziel. Our intentions, for Nosgoth, for our futures, are not so diverse.
I must trust you. Or...
I've not come here to threaten you, Raziel.
You say that, while you hold in your hand the instrument of my doom?
I saved you from the Reaver once. I have no intention of imprisoning you within the blade.
At least not until the moment it serves your plans to do so.
You are not the only one at risk. I may carry the instrument of your destruction, but I too have taken a chance in coming here. Or haven't you realized? You bear the only weapon that can kill me.
Then you know what I am, and who you are?
I believe I do.
And still you think you can move me about like your pawn? Think again, Kain.
Take heed, Raziel.
Why? If we are who we are, then are we not destined to fight to the death to decide the fate of Nosgoth?
Don't be a fool! I will not fight you!
And that will be the prophesied hero's battle? I win because you will not fight me? The mighty Kain, scion of balance, would-be savior of Nosgoth, surrenders before the final battle even begins!
Very well. If this will make you see reason.
Alright, so we're Kain and we gotta take on Raziel. Just like the prophesied battle between the vampire and Hilden champion. Anyways, as you can notice during that whole ordeal, as Raziel was getting more and more angry, his eyes started glowing, so apparently it looked like the Hilden were kind of taking him over. Anyways, this is an awesome scene. Alright, Kain fighting Raziel. We've been waiting for this like the whole time. And basically Raziel has, his TK abilities. He's got the Reaver that he can do an all-out attack. And yeah, this is just fun. And basically what you can do is if you're having trouble, you just gotta jump and then use the triangle attack, because that's the hammer ability. And apparently these guys, Raziel is or can always be hit by that. So if you're ever having some trouble, yeah, this isn't too bad. I love that we're fighting here. It's just awesome. So yeah, this is the battle between the two champions.
Now, you will listen to me. The Heart of Darkness must remain undiscovered. Great harm will come of its use.
You don't know where it is, do you?
No.
You never looked for it.
It doesn't matter, Raziel. Listen to me. You must understand that every creature is bound to one predestined path. We are all shackled.
To the wheel of fate. Believe me, I know that even better than you do.
All but one. Because of your remaking, you are the one unbound creature, the one among us all that truly has free will. You have a choice, Raziel.
Which I'm sure I must make at your direction. Your pawn has reached the end of the board, Kain, and now my powers may even surpass yours. How ironic if the creature that you made should prove your own undoing. Now, we finish this, once and for all.
And isn't this friggin' awesome? Now we get to be Raziel versus Kain. And Kain kind of has the same maneuvers and stuff. And, you know, he's got better TK than Raziel. And he kind of hits... Yeah, they're basically kind of the same. But it's just... This scene is just so amazing. This is why I cut the video, so that I can have this and show this whole scene in all of its glory. But anyways, yeah, so as you can see, Raziel is kind of under the influence right now of the Hilden more than anything. Because Kain really isn't really his enemy at this moment. Kain's still trying to find out who the real enemy is, even though... Well, actually, Kain knows who the real enemy is. He knows it's the Hilden, but Raziel kind of doesn't. And that's what makes Raziel kind of like... I don't know, he's one of these characters. He's just blindly following everything that he sees, you know what I mean? Especially since he's the only person who's got free will. And as you can see, I'm kind of abusing the hammer technique just because
Raziel.
Ve Victus!
I didn't.
Woe to the conquered! I have found the heart of darkness, and you go to oblivion! Kain was gone. The madness of this place had somehow fueled my rage, and as it subsided, I felt no elation, no sense of victory. Only a calm certainty that we had once again walked blindly into our enemy's trap. I couldn't be sure whether Kain had truly intended to destroy me, and now it appeared I would never know.
And now Kain is gone.
Heart of Darkness.
And we got the Heart of Darkness, which Mortanius put in Kain in order to make Kain into a vampire and be the first vampire guardian in God knows how long. But now we have it, and we can head back and resurrect Janos Ordrin, and Kain is gone. Raziel killed Kain, and you know what? He kind of fell into the Hilden's trap. But we won't know about that until much later.
In my absence, the estate had been overrun by Mobius's soldiers. I hoped that they had not yet found the entrance to the crypt or discovered the body of Janos. Of Vorador, there was no sign.
Raziel, the conquering hero. I understand we ought to offer congratulations. Kain, at last, is dead.
I suppose you expect similar congratulations on the death of Vorador. Or has he eluded you?
We have him, but not without a considerable price in blood.
That will have pleased him.
Let it sustain him until his head is off, and every vampire in Nosgoth at last is dead.
And will that knowledge sustain you? You too are going to your death.
For a true servant of the one God, Death is never bitter. I will go, again at peace with the knowledge that I have played my small part in our master's plans. Kain is at last destroyed, and you have carried out the deed. Which hero do you think you are now? The vampire savior, or the other one? Have you realized yet that it didn't matter to us which one either of you thought you were, so long as the result was the same in the end? And now, Kain is dead. Really, I cannot thank you enough.
So, this has all been arranged every step of the way. And Kain thought I truly had free will.
Oh, but you do. And there's the greatest triumph of all, to have compelled the one player who could choose into doing exactly what we required. Well done, faithful servant. And now, I have an execution to see to.
Alright, so now we've made it to Lorador's mansion, and we're going to have to look for, or get to Janos, but this whole place is wrecked, and it's going to be full of vampire hunters. And, yeah, so basically Raziel did have free will. And the free will that he had was that he could, I don't know if, I think they will explain this, but I'm just going to explain it now. Anyways, the free will that he had was that he could have been either champion. He could have been the vampire champion or the Hilden champion, but because he saw all this stuff and noticed the resemblance, he might have had a sort of kind of resemblance to the Hilden champion, he decided just to be part of the Hilden crew, or at least be the champion. But he could have been the vampire champion as well. Although Kain would have, I don't think it would have mattered because the prophecy doesn't really matter at this point, because the ancients just did not get whatever the hell they were supposed to get right. They were pretty bad at making guesstimations of what's going to happen. I guess they knew that, and I apologize if this part of the video, I don't know if it's going to be a little laggy or whatever, but for some reason my capture card was acting funny. And there's going to be a point where something weird happens, and then the game basically, on my monitor, kind of froze, and then that was the end of the recording. But yeah, Kain, he's gone. I don't know if he's dead, but, and Raziel did it, and he didn't even have to do it. So where the hell am I supposed to go here? But yeah, so I love that scene where you use both Kain. You fight Kain as Raziel and Raziel as Kain. It's just awesome. And I love that Raziel said "Ve Victus" and ripped out the Heart of Darkness. And look, this is where we have to go. Now this is where the game is gonna act really funny very soon. Well, not the game. I just think the recording and the computer just went haywire. Now watch this. He just slams me. There you go. So yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, but we're going to have to continue in Lorador's mansion in the next episode.